So this is the Foss Power emergency weather radio with the hand crank. If you are building an emergency kit, you have got to have a radio like this. It's just an absolute necessity.
Seas 2 to 3 feet. A chance of showers. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. The offshore waters forecast for the following: Cape Hatteras to Cape Fear from 20 nautical miles to 100 nautical miles offshore.
Hey, I'm Steve, and I just bought the Foss Power hand crank weather radio. This little thing is pretty cool, so I thought I'd show it to you. I live in coastal North Carolina, and we're getting ready to go into the hurricane season, so it's very important that I have an emergency radio. Let me just give you some close-ups so you can kind of see everything that comes with this radio. You have an AM, FM, and a weather band. You have a power switch, a tuner switch. You have the ability to switch between AAA or lithium ion batteries. On the end here, you have a light. On this end, you have a charging port and a USB. This radio can charge your phone in an emergency, so that's a very cool feature. And of course, on the back, you have your hand crank. So if you're out of power, that is a feature that I highly recommend, and that's probably the main reason I purchased this radio, to have that ability. On the bottom, you've got a couple switches here. You've got SOS, just a radio operational slide switch right there, and then you also have a switch. Put it in that position and you can charge your phones. So yeah, this is a very functional. You can charge it by solar, and if you lift the solar panel, you have an LED, kind of a night light, kind of a reading light. This little radio has some awesome features. Okay, I have it in the FM selector. I'm going to turn it on, and let's see if we can tune a channel.
Levi's coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. See store or coast.com for details.
So there's your full feature AM, FM radio that you would definitely need in an emergency situation. All right, so AM, FM, and weather band. That is what you're going to need in an emergency radio. So this little radio has an SOS button on the bottom. Listen to this. It's really loud. If you're in an emergency, somebody's going to hear you. All right, that's kind of ear piercing, but that's what you want. So this is the Foss Power emergency weather radio with the hand crank. If you are building an emergency kit, you have got to have a radio like this. It's just an absolute necessity. So if you're watching this video, I hope you found it helpful in your selection.